is Geoffrey from Transworld Radio Kenya, and I'm here at the Nairobi Hotel where former U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry has just addressed a media conference in regards to the 2017 general elections and their general observation of how the IEBC has conducted the general elections.
The IEBC has been under pressure to deliver a free and fair, accountable election. And I think that what we've determined is that the process is in place which can provide for accountability as to what happened in any polling station in Kenya. That the votes of each Kenyan are able to be protected and determined by the system that has been put in place, because everybody shared simultaneously in the counting, and everybody shared in the tallying of the final count and the sending of that tally to the IEBC, to the National Tallying Center. So if there's a problem, you can go back and compare the 34A documents, you can compare it with the 34B documents, and you can ultimately make determinations in court, if you need to, as to whether anybody monkeyed with the results or changed the results or did something. You can determine this. So I think there is a system in place, and I think Kenyans need to allow the process to go forward. If there's an appropriate challenge, I know Mr. Odinga has some deep concerns about some things, then those concerns need to be evaluated. They need to go through the process, because everybody deserves to have clarity with respect to the election process. What I'm saying is, we believe the system can provide that clarity.
The direct colleagues of Chris Masando, if the people who were on that commission could go to work the next day and say, we're going to have an election, then I think every Kenyan ought to take strength and resolve from that and be ready to go to work and prove that the democracy which he died for and that they voted for is going to work, and that they're not going to be intimidated. And they should also make clear to their leaders, whomever they are, whatever level of government, that they want a responsible reaction to whatever comes with this election. I know what it's like to lose an election. I lost by one state, the presidency of the United States. And I had a lot of reasons to complain about what happened in Ohio or other states. But you got to get over it and move on. And I'm not saying one can or the other. If Mr. Kenyatta winds up losing in this race, he has to make a decision to cede power, and he has to do what is appropriate. If Mr. Odinga loses, who knows? Let's see where the count comes out.
And I do believe that if things continue the way they are, and if actors have trust between themselves, they would not be necessary even to protest. That's my conviction.
What we're saying today, we're not commenting on the final outcome. We're not making a final judgment about everything being done. We are saying that the IEBC has put in place a process that is proving itself capable of providing a full protection to each vote, and a guarantee that you can tell what happened in the tallying and in the final announcements regarding this election. And that can only be finally determined when that takes place.